Hey guys, this is me, Ethan, back again. Just wanted to do a quick update video. I've been working on the designs and things for the different mechs, and I've come up with one mech that's kind of going to be more of the when there's more of like a fight like on the shoreline where it's going to be kind of hard, like the terrain's going to be more sandy and loose, and it needs to be able to be more maneuverable with a small footprint. I kind of came up with this kind of old seafaring color scheme, and I really like the way that these came out. They're supposed to kind of look like it's has like big rivets on it, like they would on the old ships, and then it's got that color so that it looks really nice and kind of finishes it off. And it's not perfect yet, and I'm working on different things right now. The main thing that I have that kind of goes off that main base is this right here. And this, let me see if I can get it to kind of bring out the colors right. It's a little bit tricky because I don't have the perfect camera, obviously. So basically what this is a kind of my take on what would be a ocean themed mech. So it's got like obviously the big anchor that it'll be able to it'll just swing loosely and kind of just be like a leg guard. Because this is going to be more of like a up in your face kind of mech, so it's going to need to be able to defend against like swords and things. And yes, my mechs are going to use swords at some point in time. And I was trying to integrate the kind of the two joint system so that they look much more stoic and or stiff, I guess, not stoic. Sorry, I just came back from a Viking exhibit, so everything is Viking themed right now. But I just wanted it to have that look for all of my mechs, not just some of them. And as I showed you with the previous legs, that are much more for animation, this one's going to be more for looksies. Obviously it's going to be in the animation and it's going to be animated, but it's not going to be one that's meant to be moved around and super maneuverable. At first this was going to be for the main guy, but what I think I'm going to do is that this is going to be more of like one of the different mechs that they use, but it's not going to be the main one. And the reason for that is that it's not really it's not animation friendly, and I wanted to kind of get the looks going before I focus on the mechs that are going to be like the main characters, because these ones I don't have to like constantly be struggling with them, because they're supposed to be much more solid and to kind of be more of like a statue almost. But so I can kind of pose them so like they'll be standing in the background or kind of just doing like small movements, or you'll see people like working on them, they'll be half apart, or a lot of these ones will be like prop mechs, so they will be pretty much finished, and I'll make it so that I can just take bits off of it and stuff to make them look battle damaged, and just things that look like they've been completely destroyed. And I don't want to try to design a mech that's gonna be like animation, kind of like an animation figure, because it takes extra work to do that, because you have to kind of have loose joints, but you still have to be able to make it stand up. And clay helps with that, but it doesn't make it like perfect. If you watch any kind of Lego stop motions like the Brothers Brick, you can kind of see how there's scenes where their figures move around still, even though they have them in a fairly thick amount of clay, and that's obviously why I'm using clay, but I'm also going to use like Lego backgrounds and things. So before this video gets too long, because it's just meant to be an update video, I wanted to show you one more thing. Let me go grab it. I guess you could kind of consider this a, well, kind of like an extra. I don't think this is going to be in the animation. If it is, it's going to be, well, for now I'll just leave it out. It's probably not going to be in the animation. It's this little bug thing I've kind of ended up with, just trying different things. It's just supposed to be a cute, well, if you can call it cute. I told my mom, I was like, oh, look at this cute little thing I made, and she looked at me, and I wondered if maybe she was going to check me into the hospital. But, so, it's kind of just one of those little side projects that you end up working on. I actually can't find the two pieces to finish adding the armor in the back, but it's kind of just supposed to be like a chubby little mech thing. The legs kind of fall off, and when they do, it kind of falls over, but it's almost like hilarious when it does, because if you watch, it kind of just rolls. In fact, I tried, let me just pop these parts off, not the whole thing. I tried to kind of get it so that it could be like a little bug and kind of look like it still has legs, but it doesn't work super well, but it's way more stable, ironically. But it's kind of just meant to kind of just be a little fun desk thing. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed this. I know I'm not a super great photographer slash videographer, is probably not the actual word to use, but I hope that you enjoyed this, and, well, just consider subscribing to my channel. It's brand new, so there's always room for improvement, and if anyone's wanting to, they can always just message me and give me some advice. I'm very open to that. Well, see you in the next video, I guess.